Williamson and the Pelicans moving forward, Shams. What is your sense of how attached to Zion the Pelicans are right now?
The Pelicans learned last year that you can build around Zion Williamson. The struggle, though, is to keep him healthy. I'm told that the Pelicans are really happy about the way Zion Williamson showed last year that he can be on the court. And the Pelicans, I'm told, really believe in Zion Williamson. But there's really no way to find equal talent if they were to ever look to trade him. So the Pelicans have to wait it out and see how they can continue to compete in the West with Zion Williamson.
Quickly, do you think they have enough around him? Do you like the parts around Williams?
I do. The biggest thing in New Orleans, though, is staying healthy. If we see a healthy group, a healthy Zion Williamson for the entire run of the playoffs, that's what everyone, not only in New Orleans, but the basketball world wants to see.
Look at Cleveland's starting group. A loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. And it's LeVert into the small forward. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Willie Green gave me a few minutes to talk with him. In front of mine tonight, Jarrett Allen, the outstanding center. They were telling me how Allen does so much out there, particularly on defense. They said Jarrett is an incredible rim protector, and when he's on the floor, they'll avoid driving the paint. Jarrett Allen looming large down low, guys.
All right, thank you, David. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. McCollum against Mitchell. Takes a shot at the elbow, and Ingram the bucket on the assist by McCollum. Ingram's got 5. When you look at the NBA, Shams, any changes you'd like to see?
To me, it's having players stay healthy, right? I would love to have a rule that players just play and the top players are there playing the most meaningful moments of regular season games and allowing players to have freedom defensively. And the league can find plenty of other ways to discourage players, but to allow players to really be there in the big moments, to defend at a high level. And I would just love to have a healthy serum that we can spread around the league and keep these guys in.
I think here at the table, we're all nodding our heads, looking up and down. We all agree completely with what you said.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
There's Garland. That one's not going to go.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right and you still get a bad result.
Ingram outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. He's got 8.
Well, that's a huge part of Ingram's game. He can really do damage from the perimeter.
And the league continuing, Shams, to tweak the rules around replay review. But would you set a time limit to maybe tweak it a little bit?
Have to, right? Especially some of these games and the way they're ending. It's something to try. If you can't find a cause to really overturn in a minute or two, let's keep this game moving. I think we all love a free-flowing game.
I agree. Jose Alvarado, he's checked in for Murray. LeVert against Ingram.
Well, scorers like Ingram find a way to draw those fouls.
This is his first trip to the line tonight, and that one falls for Ingram. And he makes both free throws.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Here's Mitchell, and he didn't get quite enough under that one. New Orleans leading by 5. First quarter of play, and just over 3.5 minutes in. New Orleans moving the ball around. 5 to shoot. Right at the free throw line. McCollum, no good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. It's good from long range. Mitchell's got 6 points.
And Mitchell is a confident scorer, including from downtown.
And timeout called by Willie Green. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. And the Pelicans making a change here. Jones is checked in. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You look at the Knicks. They ascend up the list to number 3 with some spirited play.
And I think for Cleveland, they're kind of in a little bit of a holding pattern early on, trying to find answers to a few questions, but overall playing a solid brand of basketball.
To the middle, and slam dunk by Allen.
At 6'11", Allen, a legitimate threat to finish through the rim, especially when given that kind of position.
Pass to Messi. 1:31 left to play in the first quarter. Mobley with the block. Garland left side. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's Ingram. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. And the points coming for them now, Greg and bunches.
And we're seeing what a high-octane offense should look like.
Over in the corner, Allen. Mobley finds LeVert. And here's Garland for 3. Messi grabs the rebound. Pass to Alvarado. Good D by Mitchell. Cavaliers leading. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Count it. Good.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
New Orleans gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Alvarado, guarded by Garland. And a missed layup. And that does it for the first quarter. Cavaliers lead by 4. From New Orleans. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Cavaliers?
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
And also, guys, they're out-muscling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggressiveness.
McCollum and Jones are your wingmen. Then there's Trey Murphy. Then it's Jose Alvarado. And it's Robinson Earl in at the 5 down low. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Hey, Sean, for the past decade that you've been a major player in the NBA, it's been LeBron's league, it's been Curry's league. Who else is going to take over this league, you think, coming up around the corner?
Given the NBA Finals we just had, have to throw in Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and Luka Doncic into the fold as far as faces of the NBA. But Nikola Jokic is so good. He will be one of the guys for a while. Giannis Antetokounmpo, you have to mention him as well. But ultimately, you have to also keep an eye on Victor Wembanyama, the way that Victor Wembanyama could take over the league. And already, so early, was so special. Victor Wembanyama is someone to keep an eye on.
Okay, they've just passed a note down to me, our gang here. What about Anthony Edwards at Minnesota? He's another one, right? Young American player who is really making an impact.
Anthony Edwards, Devin Booker, you have to consider those two as well. And it's special, the crop of young players that we have coming up in this league. One of them is sure to emerge as this generation's, whether you want to call Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, there will be a face out of this crop.
And we cannot wait. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, no secret the Pelicans will go as far as their star forwards, Brandon Ingram and Zion Williamson, take them. Guard C.J. McCollum said, I think they've grown a lot. They're seeing how good we've been and how close we are to being great. That's motivation to keep taking the right steps and sacrifice whatever's required to get over that hump. Kevin?
And David, that hump has been pretty big for this team. I'm hopeful they're going to get over it. Thank you for the report. Hey, Shams, I know you're connected throughout the NBA into a lot of front offices, but have you ever thought about maybe shifting gears a little bit and working for a team?
There is always intrigue into something like that, Kevin, but I've seen how tough the environment can be, and honestly, it is really much more fun to be talking to you on this side of the media world and the media equation of the NBA. But listen, there's always intrigue with the front.
And a lot of opportunities. I know you're looked at, but thank you for your honesty in that one. Garland, the pass to Mitchell. No good from outside.
Yeah, he hasn't had the best night from the field, but his teammates have had his back.
That is good, and the Cavaliers lead cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Alvarado.
Well, McCollum can do it all when you give him the keys.
Kicks it out to Allen. Pelicans with the rebound. Fresh from a win against Portland.
Yeah, I think they prepared to face more defensive pressure, and that one didn't happen, and boy, they just rolled.
And you could sense the difference in energy. They were keyed up, jumping on mistakes. They just outworked them.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Ingram, he's checked in for New Orleans. Now expansion is coming, Shams. Is the league ready, in your estimation, for some more cities and new teams?
The NBA seems to be ready. I think I'm ready. Kevin, are you ready? Because the last expansion was, what, 20 years ago? That's the longest wait for this league since it began. And so I think Adam Silver and this league are going to take their time and really figure out exactly where they want to expand to. But the question is, Kevin, are you ready?
I am always ready. I know the league is looking even overseas or even maybe south of the border for a possible new entrant. But the league has got so much talent on the bottom half of these rosters. I definitely think it's time.
And there's a great appetite, a great desire for a lot of these cities, not only in the States, but also abroad, like you said, to go bring in an NBA team to their city and bring some of the talent, the marquee names to their city.
Oh, it'll be terrific. Ingram, that falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Ingram's got it all tied up now for the Pelicans. Cleveland's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Jerome. Count that one. Jerome's got his first 2 points of the night.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
If the opportunity presents itself, Murray will explode to the rim.
Well, Cleveland shooting is definitely lagging at the moment. They're just 30% in the second quarter. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. And a moment now to check out who the Pelicans have coming up. On Friday, they'll tip off a road trip starting in Orlando and going up against the Magic. Then on Monday, they'll face off against Ben Simmons and the Brooklyn Nets.
And you know, for that matchup with Denver, it's one that I'm excited for. A couple of teams that play exciting basketball meeting up early in the season.
And that one's good. Ingram's got 14 points.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Pass to Strus. This one for 3. Drills it from outside. And the Cavaliers lead by 1.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Murray, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson.
Well, you know, guys, just a bunch of ways Murray contributes on both ends.
First one falls for him. And so Murray nails both of them. 1:29 left now here in the second. And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. Always so much fun to have Shams join us. No one with a better pulse on the NBA.
Man, Shams is always the first guy to know about the big moves around the NBA. Love hearing what he has to say.
And so he hits both. So it's the Pelicans now. Now the Pelicans have lost in the first round GA of the playoffs in 2 of the last 3 years.
And with how good the West is right now, they knew they couldn't stand pat. They felt the urgency to make some changes this offseason in order to take the next step. Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Now here's Okoro, guarded closely.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
There's a screen. Free throw line jump shot. Goes back up. Here's Messi, and that one is hammered home. You talked about a back and forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
And Thompson throws it down.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Shot and game clock separated by 5 to the inside. Here's Messi. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Ingram's got 3 assists in the game. Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Pass to Strus. Okoro kicks to Strus. Traps in the tray. Strus has got 6 here in this quarter. 7 seconds left in the first half. And Ingram puts up a deep 3. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Cavaliers on top, up 2. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Hello. At the defensive end, I'm not seeing disruption. I don't mean just force the turnovers. I mean taking the offense out of the rhythm.
And guys, let's take a moment to... And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Brandon Ingram has been sensational.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
And so in the game for the Cavaliers, they've got Max Strus, Okoro out there with George Niang. Then it's Thompson, and it's Jerome in a point guard.
Yeah, Zion using that big frame and staying active on the offensive glass.
That one goes. Count it. Jerome's got 6. You know, Stan, when I think of you as a coach, I think defense. So let me put you on the spot as you assess the wing defenders in the NBA right now. Who are some of the top 2 or 3 that you notice?
Well, look, there's so many good ones. My favorite right now is Lou Dort because he's so strong, he's so disciplined, and he has an amazing ability to use his body even against guys that are a lot taller. He is a frustrating guy for great scorers to play against.
Now, he brought a lot to the NBA, but haven't the Thunder done a good job developing that kid?
Well, they have, and look, they've got other great defenders too, like Jalen Williams.
Offensive rebound. Williamson finds Ingram, knocks down the 3-ball. He's got 17.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
It's Strus on the wing. He's guarded by McCollum. Drains it from beyond the arc. Niang's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Pelicans are putting the ball in Zion Williamson's hands. He said, I'm just playing chess within the game, seeing how the defense is guarding me. I'm going to pick my spots. My teammates trust me to make the right decision, but they also trust me to be me when that time is right. Kevin, I'll let you be you.
And I love when you are you, David. Thank you so much. So, with Brandon Ingram's height, his shooting ability stand, he can get about any shot he wants, can he?
Yeah, Kevin, any shot at any time. You know, his ball handling is a lot better than people think. He can get to his spots on the floor. And a little bit like Kevin Durant, he can just rise up over people. And he's got a great ability to make really tough shots look easy.
A fun player to watch. And so it's Williamson who brings up the ball for the Pelicans. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. And it's Ingram missing.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Strus finds Thompson. And nothing is falling for him right now. Pelicans leading by 5. The drive by Williamson. And Williamson throws it down.
Yeah, if Zion gets a runway, nothing is going to stop him.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Jose Alvarado, he's checked in for DeJounte Murray. Garland surveying the D. Pass to Mobley. Fires the 3. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland. Garland's got 4 assists in the game. The Pelicans have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. McCollum outside. Back to Ingram. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Well, that's what Ingram does. His ability to get a defender out of his comfort zone.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. Stan, I look at your list of players you've coached, some incredible scores along the way, including Brandon Ingram. Let's zero in on him. What makes him so good?
Well, Kevin, look, when you've got Brandon Ingram's size and then you have the ability to get where you want to go on the floor, and you can just get to that spot and rise up above people and knock down shots, you're virtually impossible to stop one-on-one. And that's what Brandon Ingram has.
What a talent. Ingram against Mitchell. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, Ingram knows how to be a problem for the defense inside, drawing contact there.
Trey Murphy's checked in for New Orleans. Both free throws good for Ingram. The Cavaliers trail by 7. A minute 20 left in the third quarter. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession.
And let's check out some stats for Caris LeVert. He had a strong showing last season. Last year averaged 14 points per game, 5 assists and 4 rebounds. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
Well, he's found his groove. He isn't forcing anything, and he's making the most of his chances.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
That was a good look from the mid-range. He'd like to have that one back.
LeVert kicks to Mitchell. Shoots the 3. Rebounded by McCollum. Pelicans leading by 7. Jones finds McCollum. Just 4 to shoot. Six seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And the Pelicans miss again. Out left to the wing. Garland left side. LeVert from outside. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist.
3 points.
Garland's got assist number 5 here tonight. Brandon Ingram. He's been the guy making things happen for New Orleans. And well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. New Orleans in the lead. Ingram is out there with Trey Murphy. Then it's Herbert Jones. Then there's DeJounte Murray. And it's Alvarado in at the 1 spot. So that's the group out there for New Orleans.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
And it's Mitchell with the jam.
And guys, we know Mitchell can fill it up in a hurry, which is what makes him so much fun to watch.
And here is Murray. Pass to Alvarado. And it's off from 3-point range.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night. But despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game.
The aggressiveness of Mitchell, willing to take on the entire team to earn that foul.
And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Pelicans.
Well, the defense hasn't done nearly a good enough job of getting back in transition, and they've taken advantage, racking up fast break points against them.
And we also got to highlight how lackluster the opposition has been in terms of boxing out. This team is flat out bullying them on the offensive glass.
Ingram deciding where to go with it. Softly drops in the floater. Ingram's got 10 points here in the second half.
Yeah, and when Ingram's rolling like this, you'll see the offense try to run even more through him.
And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. 3-point lead. And slam dunk by Ingram.
Great pass to hit him in stride. Love to see teammates in sync with each other.
Now, here's Garland. He's defended by Alvarado. And that one's good, Mitchell.
And got rid of it promptly. Mitchell wasting no time.
The Pelicans have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. LeVert against Jones. Pass to Murray. Ingram outside. Just 5 on the clock. Puts up a deep 3.
Mobley is one of the best defenders in the NBA. When he's not blocking shots, he's altering them.
Here's Garland. He nails it, and we're tied up.
Fearless move by Garland inside, going for the high percentage shot.
New Orleans has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And timeout called by Willie Green. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. New Orleans making some changes here. Williamson comes in for Trey Murphy. And McCollum subbed in for Herbert Jones. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Guys, here's what Willie Green was doing in reviewing the plan with his team. He told him he liked the way they were working, but he said we have to really get after it. All we need is a couple of stops. Keep your focus. We'll see if they can close it out. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. And the foul called on Jared Allen. That is his first foul of the game. And for the Pelicans, they're shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Ingram outside. Shoots over Mobley. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, for Ingram, it's just all about staying healthy. Because when he is, he's a huge piece for this team.
No good on the second free throw.
Well, that's a rarity for him, not being able to cash in on the trip to the line.
Garland kicks to Allen. Pass to Mobley. 5 on the clock. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Rebound by Murray.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Here's Messi. Cavaliers with the rebound. Mobley's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Here's Mitchell. Drives to the hoop. And then Mitchell at the dunk.
And this is the time in the game when you want to go to your stars. Mitchell delivering.
Here's Ingram. High quality look, and he sinks it. Ingram's got the game tied up here for the Pelicans.
Well, just huge points there from Ingram. His length is so often an advantage in those situations.
Murray against Garland. A floater. Here's Allen. Count it. And he'll have a chance for a three-point play. It goes on C.J. McCollum.
And look at how ready Allen was to fight for it. He's willing to go to battle for his team.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Cavaliers?
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
And also, guys, the confidence to keep taking the three. It's been falling, so they've got to keep going back to it.
Well, Ingram working that versatility there as the ball handler in the pick-and-roll game.
Outside Garland. Mobley, a screen on Murray. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
Garland doesn't let the pressure get to him. That's why he has the trust of his teammates.
Throw good, Garland.
Well, that's what you expect from him in this situation.
Pelicans trail by 4. 1:31 left here in the fourth quarter. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Screen by Allen. Here's Mitchell. Takes it off the glass. Mitchell's got 10 points in the quarter.
Big-time play there from Mitchell. Remember, he's been the go-to guy since his rookie year.
And timeout called by Willie Green. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. Ingram against LeVert. Ingram right side. A shake. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, and the defenders just came flying in there. Ingram, though, will take it.
And so he makes both from the line.
And good aggressive basketball on that trip. Drawing the foul, converting the free throws, and then also narrowing the gap.
Mobley sets the pick for Garland. Takes the 3. It's rebounded by New Orleans. 51 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Floats it up for Williamson. And so they choose to intentionally foul. He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5.
2 seconds.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Taking care of business at the line. Converting on all those free throws helps them build this lead.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Good on the shot.
Oh, big-time play by Garland there. Under pressure, yet still able to deliver for his team.
Timeout, timeout.
And so it's Willie Green here calling timeout. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. We've got 28 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Messi. Evan Mobley with the rebound. And Cleveland can just let the clock run down here.
And just so good at reading angles. When LeVert spots a lane to the rim, he is all over it.
The tray. And it's Williamson missing.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
So we see the Cavaliers taking the